Good day, everyone. My name is Deveswar Analaki Perumal, and my other two member name is Tidin Kiat and Tang Jajun. And today I will be presenting a comprehensive study on student satisfaction in private versus public university in Malaysia. The aim of this research is to understand the key factor influencing student satisfaction and provide actionable insight for improving higher education in Malaysia. In recent years, student satisfaction has become a crucial metric for evaluating the quality of higher education institutions. This study aims to compare and analyze the level of student satisfaction between private and public universities in Malaysia. We focus on key factors such as academic quality, campus services, support services, extracurricular activities, and overall student experience. By identifying significant difference in satisfaction levels and the reasons behind them, we hope to provide practical insight for improving the quality of higher education in both sectors. The objective of this study is to conduct a comprehensive and rigorous statistical analysis of student satisfaction in private and public university in Malaysia. We aim to compare satisfaction levels across various dimensions, including academic quality, campus services, support services, extracurricular activities, and overall student experience. Ultimately, we want to identify significant difference and provide actionable recommendation for enhancing the quality of higher education in Malaysia. Our research was driven by a common issue. Many students express dissatisfaction with their university experience, regardless of whether they attend a public or private institution. This raises a crucial question. Does the type of university affect the student experience? To address this question, our study aims to investigate and compare student satisfaction in private and public universities in Malaysia. We seek to identify the main factor influencing satisfaction and provide recommendations for improvement. To guide our research, we formulate three hypotheses. The first hypothesis is that there is no significant difference in satisfaction with the study atmosphere between male and female students. The second hypothesis is that there is no significant difference in satisfaction with campus life between students who are active or inactive in social activities. Finally, the third hypothesis is that there is no significant difference in satisfaction with the quality of education between students at private and public university in Malaysia. This hypothesis will help us structure our analysis and draw a meaningful conclusion from the data.
So hi guys, my name is Tang Jiajun, matrix number 224978. So today I'm going to explain on our methodology of the survey we have conducted. In this research, a survey was conducted to obtain the necessary data from university students all around Malaysia, regardless of their age, race, and the course taken. Therefore, compare and analyze the level of student satisfaction between private and public university in Malaysia. So, by facilitating Google Form survey and social media, our team has successfully conveyed the survey to 100 students to participate. A sample size of 100 data was obtained, where 37% of the respondents were from private university, whereas 63% of the students were from public universities. As you can see, this is the data we have obtained. So in this study, we are going to study the difference between male versus female point of view on their study atmosphere to investigate students who are active in social versus who are not active in campus life, and to validate the quality of education of public versus private school. So in this Google Form survey, we have obtained various number of students from various number of universities, such as UPM, University Putra Malaysia, University Malaysia, TAR UMT, Asian Pacific University, University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Multimedia University, INTI, Monash, UOW, University Science Malaysia, Sunway University, and many more. So we also obtained a lot of various courses they are majoring on, such as aerospace engineering, physics, building survey, computer science, pharmacies, business, and etc. So in this survey, we have obtained a lot of results, such as how often do you participate in sponsored social activities. So there are some results here. 33% 33% of the participants say that they are in the middle, where they participate partially, and then some of the events they are not participating. Next, how would you rate your level of involvement in extracurricular activities? Most of the students, which is 32%, answered 4, which is most likely to participate in extracurricular activity. Moving on to our campus life. We have conducted some surveys which ask on their questions like, how do you rate the social life of your campus? How satisfied are you with your extracurricular activities? How do you describe the campus facilities, quality of campus facilities? And do you feel safe on your campus? And last but not least, how would you rate the variety of students, the variety and quality of dining option on campus? So many of the respondents are given a great response, which is average on 3 to 4, which is average to better. So next, to the quality of education system. In this section, we will conduct a survey where we will study the quality of education based on public versus private university. So we will rate that. We will ask questions like, how would you rate the quality of professors, academic resources such as libraries and laboratory, communication and responsiveness of university administration, and learning experience, and hands-on practical experience related to your field of study. Other than that, we also have support for research and innovation at your university. Last but not least, which is, did your university prepare for your future career? So most of the students are mostly satisfied with their educational systems, which they responded level 4 out of 10 out of 5, which is better but not the best. Next, moving on to the study atmosphere. In this section, we are getting data which students think that their study atmosphere, such as academic competition among students, supportive of your peers, and then academic workloads, academic responsibility, and study groups, and then university promotes mental health or not. So in this section, most of the students are like voted for 4 or 5 in mostly in 4 or 5, and as we can see that the result is quite spreaded. So in this section, most of the students uh, have given a truthful answer which we obtain in this data collection. So in other than that, we will be we'll be using the data collected to research on our three hypotheses, which were there is no significant difference in satisfaction with the students' atmosphere between male and female students in their respective university. Second, there is no significant difference in satisfaction with campus life between students who are active or inactive in social life in their respective university. Third, there is no significant difference in satisfaction with the quality of education between student at private and public university in Malaysia. So we have used three methods to conduct our survey. First, which is many white U test. Second, to test, we using the chi-square test. And last but not least, we will be using the independent t-test to test our result. So that's all from me. Thanks you guys for listening. I will pass to my peer. Who will explain more on the result and discussion of our three hypotheses. Thank you.
So I will be briefly explain about the result and discussion for our statistic analysis. We got three hypotheses and we use different methods to test the hypothesis. And for each hypothesis, we do the graphical statistic, which is to make a graph to make it better for us to understand the data we collected from the Google form. And for the first hypothesis, we use the Mann-Whitney U test to test the hypothesis. First, we rank all the scores from 1 to 100 and times the rank with the average satisfaction level score of respective respondent. And we use this formula to calculate the U statistic. However, the calculation is too complex for us to do the manual calculation. Therefore, we use Python, which is as shown below. And we get the U test is we get the U value is 1312.5. And now we need critical values for U. And we set the confidence interval is 95%, which means the alpha is 0.05. And we get the critical values for U from the Mann-Whitney U table, which is the acceptance regions is between 85.72 and 1424.28. And our U value for the data is between 885 and 1424. Therefore, we can say that our null hypothesis is accepted, which means there is no significant difference in satisfaction with the study atmosphere between male and female students in their respective universities. And move on to our next hypothesis. We also use two steps to test the hypothesis. First is to do a graphical statistics, and we have set a standard for the satisfaction value, which means more than 5 and more than 2.5 means high satisfaction and vice versa. And we do chi-square test for this hypothesis. The first step is to create a contingency table for the campus life satisfaction between those who are active or inactive, and the table is shown like this. Next, we will calculate the expected frequencies of each cells, and by using this formula, row total times column total divided by grand total, and we will get the respective expected frequency for each cell. And now we have to calculate the chi-square statistic value for this data. And by using this formula, sum of every observed value minus by expected frequency square divided by expected. So we get our value is 4.95 something. And now we have to find a critical value for us to test if this hypothesis is accepted or not. Therefore, we need two criteria to determine the critical value, which is degree of freedom and the alpha. Alpha, as always, we set 0.05, and the degree of freedom is obtained by doing this. Row minus 1 times column minus 1. In this case, 2 minus 1 times 2 minus 1 is 1. And we get the chi-square value from the distribution table, which is 3.841. And apparently, our data is, our chi-square value data is higher than this critical value. Therefore, we can say that our null hypothesis is rejected, which means there is a significant difference in satisfaction. Move on to our next hypothesis. As always, we will do a graphical statistic first for us to understand better. And then we will do the independent t-test to test the hypothesis. First, we calculate all the things we need in calculating the t value, which is the means, the standard deviation, the n for each public and private, and in this case, 37 and 63. And next, we will compute the standard deviation by using this formula. And we get 4.339. Okay, afterwards, we will find the t value by using this formula. X1 minus x2 divided by sp times square root of 1 over n1 plus 1 over n2. And we got negative 0.2114. And we now have to find a critical t value from the distribution table. And we need two things, degree of freedom and the alpha. As always, we set alpha as 0.05. And the degree of freedom is different from the chi-square method to find, which is n1 plus n2 minus 2. And in this case, is 37 plus 6300 minus 298. And we got the t value from the t distribution table, which is 1.681. And apparently, negative 0.2114 is lower than 1.661. And we can say that our null hypothesis is accepted. There is no significant difference in satisfaction with the quality of education system between public and private university students in Malaysia. That's all for our result and discussion. And to conclude, only our hypothesis 2, the campus life and between students who are active or inactive is rejected. The other two is accepted. That's all from me.
So, in conclusion, our study has provided significant insight into student satisfaction in private and public university in Malaysia. We started by examining whether gender plays a role in student satisfaction with the study atmosphere. Our first hypothesis, which proposed no significant difference in satisfaction between male and female students, was accepted. This finding suggests that gender does not influence how students perceive their study environment in either type of university. Next, we investigated the impact of social activity involvement on campus life satisfaction. Contrary to our second hypothesis, we found that a significant difference. Students who are more active in social activities report higher satisfaction with their campus life. This suggests that engagement in extracurricular activities is a key factor in enhancing student happiness and satisfaction at universities. Lastly, our third hypothesis is propose no significant difference in satisfaction with the quality of education between students at private and public universities. Our analysis supported this hypothesis, indicating that the type of university, whether private or public, does not significantly affect student satisfaction with the education they receive. This finding highlights that Both private and public universities in Malaysia provide comparable educational quality from the student's perspective. Overall, these results underscore the importance of promoting social engagement and support services in university to improve student satisfaction, while also affirming that educational quality is perceived similarly across private and public institutions. As we look to the future, the implications of our study are clear and valuable for policymakers, university administrators, and educators. One key takeaway is the crucial role that social activities play in enhancing campus life satisfaction. Universities should therefore invest in and encourage a wide range of extracurricular activities and student organization. These programs not only foster a sense of community but also significantly enhance the overall student experience. Another important implication is the need for further researchers. Our study was conducted with a sample size of 100 students, which, while providing valuable insight, is relatively quite small. Future research should maybe aim for a larger, more diverse sample to ensure that the findings are generalizable across different demographic university settings. This will help us in understanding the student satisfaction more comprehensively. Additionally, future studies could explore other dimensions of student satisfaction that we didn't cover in this research. Factors such as faculty quality, access to financial aid, internship or career opportunities, and mental health services. These all are critical aspects of the student experience that warrant further investigations. By continuing to explore and address these factors, higher educational institutions can make informed decisions that enhance the quality of education and the overall satisfaction of their students, thereby fostering an environment conducive to academic and personal growth. That's all for our presentation. Thank you very much.